Hello, everybody. Welcome to another match in this year's World Championship. Of course, I hope it's not going to be my last match since I'm trying to hang on here to my last life. I guess the same is true for my opponent, Kaia Osbakk from Norway. So let's see who will prevail here. And as always, if you like the content, please press the corresponding button. If you are interested in my books or in lessons, please contact me through my website. Okay, we are ready to go. 2-1 slot. Everything's normal. Hit and down. Okay, 4-1. Clear hit. I think I will turn on the light. Better in the long run, I think. Getting dark. Okay, guess making the 11 is the only choice. And I dance. If she cubes me, it's a clear take, I think. I mean, she could have cubed because if she wins the fight for the 5-point, she loses her market by quite a bit, probably. Double threes is a joker, of course. 1-2 is also a great shot. For her, so double aces, that's interesting. I certainly want to make my 23. That looks good. I mean, the 11 point is not really that valuable. If I get hit, still have the back game going. So maybe something like this. Certainly want to keep the 2 anchors, but I want to upgrade to the 23. Much better. So now I was hoping for a roll to make the bark point, but I still have decent chances going forward here. Yeah, the 3 is clear. Okay, now I can make the bar. I think I just hit, play like this. If she enters on the ace, that would be great for me. Dancing is okay too. I mean, I can win the priming battle. So now she has to start to break already. Is that good enough to cube for me now? I don't think so. 4-3, not ideal. I don't want to break my bar point. I want to keep the priming structure. So maybe something like this. I don't see the point in hitting. Okay, that's unfortunate. I really would have liked to make the prime, so maybe I should abandon the back game. So this is really complicated. On the other hand, then her small numbers are good, but I want to keep outfield control. This is difficult for me. I feel like I want to keep the anchors for now. Now her small numbers, especially her fours, are worse, but not sure at all. And when do you leave these anchors? Certainly now, if I get a chance. I do. Now I can step out with both, but I think I prefer the outfield control. Do I? But what am I doing back there? I think I can just step out with everything. Five, four. Guess play for control. Hope not to get hit, of course. And then at some point, I should consider cubing. I think it's still too early. Certainly not afraid of getting hit here. On the other hand, this also looks strong. Yeah, could have made the deuce point as well. So when do you cube this? I'm down in the race, but she is out-timed. Feel like at some point I have to cube this. She's not forced to run. Don't think it's very volatile at all. I think I will make my ace point, keep outfield control. I mean, I really feel at some point I should be cubing here, but question is when? Do I want to leave a shot now that she's got a 4-point board? Maybe not. And that would be multiple shots. Don't think it's necessary. That was the swing number. So now I've only 8s and 9s. If I miss, she's in good shape, so I should roll, I think. And now that I can win some gammons, it's really super volatile. 8s and 9s. I think I have to cube this now. I've got a 5-point board. Super volatile, action cube. Okay, but maybe it was too early. Who knows? Yeah, that's unfortunate for me. She gets past with one checker. But my hits were just so strong. So I don't know about that cube. Now I roll the 9. Too late. Yeah, interesting cube. Curious about it. That's I think an easy take. Even my racing chances are fine. So I won't bother really because she has wastage. So of course I'm an underdog, but my hitting chances. Well, that was an interesting game. Still not over. Okay, how do I play this? Maybe like this. Okay, you can see because of her wastage, I still have some chances and the gap. However, I better roll something big like that. And now 7 checkers. So I'm off in 4 to 5 rolls. I mean, if I take 2 off, I think I lose my market. 7 checkers against 10 checkers. How can that not be a recube? I guess. I think probably a take. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that was fortunate. 3, 2. Probably still better to make the anchor. And now do I want to hit loose? If I hit on the deuce, her sixes still cover, so I'll just step out. Three hits. Do I hit another checker that offers me some protection? So guess I will do it. That simply gives me time to consolidate. 6-3 seems it makes the 5 point. Yeah, that looks okay. Could have made the 2, but I mean, against 3 checkers, the 5 point is really strong. Very similar positions now, close to identical if I play safe, but I think I like to gain some ground in the race. Now I just play safe. Make the bar, of course. So now I'm way ahead in the race, so I guess I gotta run. I mean, what are the other options? So I think I have a 4 prime, which has some defensive value. Okay. Not a great sequence. Do I hit there? I'm still ahead in the race. I think hitting is exaggerating against her strong board. And this looks a bit ugly. But now she covers, and at least I have a chance to escape with the 6. Not happening. Yes. Do I want to play with another blot? But I also have to build my board, and guess I gotta do that. Play more flexible and hope that she cannot hit me as it's happening. And now I really need a 6. Here we go. Great shot. Race is very close, so of course not worried about any cube here or thinking about cubing. Maybe she should go to the 15 because of my 3 blots, and Really no future back on that anchor. I guess I will close my work on my board, so put some pressure on her last checker. Okay. For 2, I mean, I can hit, but that's too many numbers. I feel I'm a slight favorite. I might as well play like this, 2 crossovers, and now I'm threatening to make a point. Maybe that's even better. Cannot escape. Yeah, that looks good. And now she does escape. And now I need to roll something big. That's not big enough, so that's gonna be a double pass. Should I have hit loose there? Doesn't feel like I was a favorite. Slightly ahead in the race, leading in the match. It was like 15 numbers. By the way, she shouldn't have slotted once I made my 4-point. I think she should have just played 24, 23, minor stuff. Ah, no. Never enter on the 24, basically, if you can avoid it. That was not the first real mistake that I saw, except for I would have probably taken the cube. So she could have entered on the 22 and slotted with 6 to 5, just diversifying the back checkers. Okay, great shot. Probably can cash now if she doesn't roll a joker. I certainly want to cube this. If I escape, I win. I have a stronger prime. Or if I escape, I don't win, but then I lose my market. That was wrong expression. Yeah, I've been giving lessons the whole afternoon. Feel a bit tired. So we'll see if that affects my play. Certainly, or probably will affect my commentary. As you are. Okay, maybe I should just make the anchor here. I can make the 5-point later. On the other hand, I want to put some pressure on her, but then she points on me. I don't know. I think I will just make the anchor for now. Since she already escaped, strong board is not as valuable, but I'm not sure about this. Okay, that's great. And now I probably should try to upgrade the anchor to the bar point or just run ahead in the race now. Okay, making the ace and going to the 8 seems clear. She keeps on dancing, but she has the bar point, so I really need to get that checker home first. I think this is still nothing. Too inflexible my position. You can see what can happen. So what's the best here? Something like this maybe. Or do I want to her? I mean, these are clear. Okay, so do I want her to enter on the higher points? Probably the answer is yes. Okay. This all looks strange. Okay, I will do it like this. Whatever. She keeps on dancing, and what can I do? I just have to keep on rolling. Two down. Now she's in, and should she hit? Maybe not, because I've got the stronger board. Yes, it's stronger. And now that could really backfire. Okay, so I can hit on the 7. But then that gives her returns. This somehow looks best. Okay, I can also remake this. Maybe this is even best. And this just looks strong. Remake the point. And if she doesn't roll anything good. And this is great when she dances. I mean, when she enters, I don't know. If she dances, I win probably. Yeah, maybe that's the play, but then she enters, but I still can attack. I don't know, this looks really weird. I will make it anyway. Okay, she keeps the contact. Now I will hit, of course. Okay. Weird game. Maybe the switch is really interesting. So five, 2. I think I gotta move one of my back checkers. 3-6, good shot, consolidates. So now I just need to escape. Okay, half escape, better than nothing. She misses. So when do you double a 19 holding game? Interesting. I'm ahead 15 pips. I have the market losers. Maybe you cube this, but I have already wasted checkers. Guess now I have more flexibility. If she rolls small, I will cube this. Not too much experience with 19-point holding games, but this seems like a clear cube with a racing lead. In the same basically applies. I guess the same rules apply that apply to 5-point holding games. I threaten to lose my market with a big doublet. Six, 5. So also losing the market, and now I can think about volunteering. But I think I can also play like this. Huh. Okay, Do I volunteer? So then if she hits me, I probably lost. Now what's the danger here? I mean, I can always leave a 7 shot. I guess she will make the board. I think I will wait one more. Yes, she has the blot, but my board is also really weak. And I may be able, maybe she will have to break something. I don't know. Not sure whether I should have volunteered there. Of course, now our board is stronger. Now it's impossible to volunteer. Maybe that is the reason. Now she can just run and keep the closed board. Now I'm in a world of trouble if she plays 1916. I think she should have played 1916. I dodged a bullet here. So now let's hope she doesn't roll a 7, but she really should have spread her checkers out, taking advantage of my home board blot. So in the end, when I saw how the game went, I probably should have volunteered. Yeah, made a mistake there, probably. Well, we'll see in the analysis. But I'm pretty sure that she should have maximized contact and going for direct shots by playing at least 1916, maybe 1915. But yeah, that's just a hunch. Not just a hunch, I have a relatively strong opinion on that one. But yeah, again, we'll have a look at it after the match. Okay. Three makes the anchor. Guess she makes the ace. I hit. And I guess I will make the bar point. And the 5 point. Nice. Down in the race to make the points order. No, she may want to jump out. I hit, fortunately. Okay. No cube, I suppose. She should make a 4 point, yes. Way down in the race, up in the match. So I will just roll. 6, 5. Guess. And now, is that a cube? If I cover, she's in bad shape. If I don't cover, it's not that nice. Maybe a bit early. So if I roll something like 5-3. That's also good. Could easily lose my market. I will cube. It's really strong. Probably she has a take, I guess. The board is weak. So, okay. Glad to have won a point. For one, I think I will just make the 9. And the 2 in our board points. So now, compared to the double 5 splits, I have 2 more checkers in the zone. She has made 2 point, which is not super great, but this extra 2 checkers in the zone, I feel her winning percentage is not that great here, despite the lead. Of course, I have to be super conservative. Maybe the take is too easy. But I've seen her passing before. Yeah, that was... so I felt during the match... maybe I'm totally wrong here, but I felt she was passing so far more than she should. Of course, and then in doubt, I really cube in order to exploit that. So I think with such a big lead, what's wrong with just making the 20? Nothing. Gets rewarded immediately. For 3. Maybe just hit and disconnect her back checkers. However, I'm ahead in the race, not blitzing. Think I can just make a stupid play here. She anchors. Yes, we have a mutual holding game, but at that score, that's nothing I mind too much. Should I try and build my board here? With the race being even. Not that important. Now I'm slightly behind. And I guess she still pretty far away from cubing because of the close race. In these race types positions, I can take almost as much as at a normal score. So I don't need to be especially conservative. Okay. Of course, I'm the underdog. Now her race lead has gotten a bit bigger, but I still think it's not big enough to cube. Maybe after her 6-5, if I roll small, she should probably cube. Yeah, okay, that's not small. Maybe that's a cube saver. Okay, 15 pips. Now it's 11 pips. That's not great. 11 pips. Probably still a take, but really not a pleasant one. 11 pips. 12. Let's see. In the race, 12% is like 10. How are my I rarely hit the shot, but how bad can it be to take this? Maybe it's bad. 11 pips. Of course, I hope that she produces some wastage, like here, for example. Should slow her down. Gonna run just yet. Oh, she should clear the 9, definitely. I think no need to, yeah. Oh, she's way ahead in the race, but now we are back to being very close. Hope I can take a checker off. Yes. Yeah, she has some really bad gaps here, so of course, hoping for her to roll 5s and 4s especially. Okay, of course, I fill the gap. 5s is nice. Not thinking about recubing. 7 checkers, 8 checkers, just roll. Okay. Okay, now we are getting there. That's really unfortunate for her to lose this game as well. What can you do? Got really unlucky. Okay, yeah, usually you hit the score. I mean, it's so clear to hit at normal scores that I doubt that you should make the 5 at this score. Not 100% sure, of course, but it's so much better to hit. Now I could see myself anchoring. However, she has got nothing. Do I really need to worry here too much? So she's thinking about cubing, but she's not even the favorite, and this is not at all gammonish. So not the right spot to cube. Okay, great shot. Now I get a chance to build some points, like the 5 point, for example. I think it's stronger than the bar and the 11, so just make the 5. And now I'll split and around the corner. Mm-hmm. 22. Oops. Better anchor up, because there's not really anything constructive that I see. Guess she should run from the 23. She's not playing a back game, so bearing a checker on the ace is pretty bad. Yeah, good play. Really well done. Just noticed what was necessary for her. That's a really terrible shot. Okay. Not sure about this play. I guess give up the anchor for what? To get blitzed? I don't know. Playing with builders. 3-1. Now I think that everything is blocked. I have to give up the anchor. Doesn't have too much material, but otherwise, if I don't split here, I think I will just get primed and I have to break. So I think I have to get moving. Looks a bit weird, but yeah, really don't see any future on the 22. Maybe I'm wrong. She should cube here, I think. Now she's got some gammons. She can roll some doublets, and yeah. So I think she missed the cube here. The score. Maybe it was even a cube before, but now that I split, but I think it was a cube anyway. Now I have better chances to jump out. Maybe I can do it. Yeah. So I have to. Unfortunately, I cannot hit. So is that the only play? Huh. Don't like it, but what else can I do? I cannot play the 5-6-1, so I guess I just run. It's a bit unfortunate. So this was definitely a cube, and I wasn't sure. Probably would I have taken it aces, threes, twos, fours, fives. I'm really happy that she didn't cube me. So that was bad that she rolled. I'm quite sure about that. And look at that. Now she's too good to double. So she really missed the cube there. Got lucky that she didn't cube me there. Now she can play on. But yeah, okay, she cubes me out, which is even better for me. I think it was still a play on, but maybe I'm wrong. So that cube, yeah, I would have played on. However, I don't know. Was that correct? I think I don't want to run out. Keep the 20 anchor to avoid getting into gammonish positions. Certainly is probably the right idea. Nothing is for certain. Backgammon at least. Do I want to run? My racing lead is not great. And I just want to sit on my anchor, I think. Yeah. Glad I didn't run, but that's just, I mean, with this score, you want to avoid gammonish positions. Feels relatively clear not to break the anchor. Yeah. 6-1. It's now I'm down in the race. I mean, this looks just horrible. So I don't want to do this. Do I want to do this? This is only 6-3. Race is close, so I really don't want to slot. Maybe I should. I mean, this also looks horrible. Maybe I'm playing too passive here. But hitting is quite costly. Oh, getting hit. Yeah, it's not getting better. So now I guess I'm forced to attack. Maybe I butchered this game, but yeah, who knows? But now I really don't see anything but attacking. She dances, I got lucky, and now the 6 is clear. And I think I want to make, I don't want to play with the open 4. Should have. Checker is out of play. Okay, that was unfortunate. So now she's up 15 pips. She can hit. And even if she just rolls nothing, I don't feel really comfortable. She can point on me and pick up other checkers. I lose some gammons, so I'll drop this. Still a healthy lead. In the match. Again, almost a cube for her. Certainly if I rolled badly, it would have been a cube. And now it's a mutual holding game and not very gammonish, so now she can wait. No real market losers here, or not many at least. So she can wait how the game develops. I haven't checked my time, so I'm at 6 minutes. That's a bit, it's okay. For 3, don't want to run off the 3. Expose myself to an attack. No, thank you. Six, 1. Okay, I keep bar point, I suppose. That's a hit. So I need to roll something good to stay in the game. That doesn't do the trick. Easiest drop in the world now, I think. Okay, 3-2, not ideal. And not ideal either. Something like this looks strange, but race is evenish. Don't want to get hit. Maybe I should have slotted the 4, but I don't know. Okay, that's a good shot, of course. This can't be bad either. These for sure. Just go for the race. She's not super excited to hit from the bar point. Yeah, why not just simply go for the race? She misses. Yeah, double 4s is of course the best hit possible, but race is still even. So 3 is clear and I have the stronger board. I think I should step up. Okay, she will hit me. Better hit back here. Nope, that's really a bad shot. And again, I think she should have thought about cubing. I think she's using auto roll. So it was a great sequence for her, of course. But again, I think I cannot even take this, or am I hallucinating now? She should have played 6-2, 2-1. Now she gives me the 6-2, 5-2. Now she pushed me back into take territory, I suppose. So yeah, she has a blot. I think I will stay back 2 pips. Okay, she can play pick and pass. Maybe I should have jumped out actually, but feels wrong when you are down in the race. Now she definitely has to cube. She can point on me. She's ahead in the race, so I'm really getting free rolls here without headaches. which is great. And yes, she's gonna cube now. Still not. Well, makes life easy for me. I know I'm in taking territory again now because the race is even. So before would I have taken? I don't know. But I'm really glad that I wasn't confronted with a decision. So I'm always saying that you might make the life of your opponent's life much more difficult when you cube aggressively. So now I can run all the way and be down. What is it? 5 pips? Maybe I should seize the opportunity. She has some wastage. Huh. So how is this gonna play out? But actually contact benefits me. So quite a few bad numbers. I think I like contact here. Not afraid of losing a gammon. Okay, now I don't like contact. Yeah. Okay, that can happen, of course. And I guess I will finally lose my point. Okay, clear pass. Huh. Five, two. Guess I should try to get an anchor, duplicating threes. Doesn't look too bad. So I need fours now to make the anchor. Or fives to hit. One. Anything else but making the three? Probably not. Oh, she makes the five, unfortunately. For me. 2-1. I make the 4 and split. 5 is a great shot. As is 2-4, so I need a good anchor, so I will just spread them out. I think best chance to get one. Two big numbers, or a hit is also fine, of course. Double deuces. What can I do with double deuces? 11 point looks nice here. Just make it. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, she dances. And I will escape one back checker. Really need the 5 point here. Not yet, at least. Great shot, because now she can make the 4 and the 8. I might get stuck there. So that's the 5 point. And should I play like this? Is that necessary? I actually don't want to get hit. How important is the 8 point here? So this for sure. Can play this. How does the game continue? Well, I probably have to leave shots anyway next time, so I'll just make the 8. Or I can make the 10. Making it easier to get the position home. I really don't want to get hit here, so but she would have to give up the bar point. Huh, interesting. Yeah, but I feel like this is easier to get home, so I will play like this. Yeah, should she give up the 24? Difficult decision. Certainly shouldn't hit. That's really bad. Because she doesn't have the... No, that was not the right idea. She doesn't have the material to go for a blitz. So that was... Had she kept the prime, there would have been a distinct chance that I would have broken my points and be stuck there. 6-1, I don't want to leave it direct, so I guess I go just here. 4-3 is a miss. Yeah. Another double aces. Okay, 4 is nice. So now she has to play 18-13, I guess, 7-4. Or like this, 4-2, hit and continue. So her back game is reasonably timed, still a good spot for me. Question is, do I need that point? It helps. She rolls like a6. It may slow me down. What about just playing like this, getting the checkers in? If I make the point, probably have to clear it next time. I cannot kill my numbers, so I will just try to get my checkers inside. So 6-1 maybe. Okay, that's bad for her. Has to crunch a bit. And that can't be good for me. That was easy to realize. Okay, got lucky. So now I guess I just can repair position. But yeah, now double threes is a bad shot. Her timing is again questionable. She will have to hope to be able to run with 1 now. Yeah. Certainly lots of shots leaving numbers. So I really would love to switch, but that would mean volunteering a shot. So fortunately, that's out of the question. So I guess I just play like this, hope for the best. Is that out of the question to volunteer? I mean, if I survive, that's 6s, 5-1. And this would be this would be a cool play. So, okay, I have to hurry up a bit, but this looks like so many double shots, 6-3 or some. I mean, 6-3, 5-3. Okay, I will do the very strange play. Sixes, 5-1, right? And 5-5. I don't know. Could be a massive mistake here. But it's so much safer when it works. Well, I don't know. 3. And now I guess I want to clear points. But yeah. Yeah, volunteering against such a strong board. Well, machine will tell, I suppose. Meanwhile, she has increased her chances to avoid the gammon tremendously. And we'll need a doublet here. Oh no, she should have brought 2 checkers in. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, that's the doublet, but it's unfortunately the wrong doublet. I think she should have made the crossover, but whatever, no doublet. And we will see at least one more game. Yeah, really curious about that. Volunteering play. So now gammons matter. So in this Crawford game, so I have to be a bit careful. Certainly not going to blitz here without needing the gammon. And let's just go for the run. For 2 is a point. Okay, I can hit. She will make the bar. And now, I think this looks like the natural play, so I'm just going to make it. Getting into a holding game. Absolutely fine for me, and a good chance to volunteer. Or anyway, I have to leave a shot, I guess. So that's a great shot for her because it hits and covers. There are not too many of these. 3-1. Yeah, why not play? Yeah, I was wondering why not play 13-11 here. She got lucky to enter and and this looks nice. Okay, great shot. Really in a good position now. A very good position now. Okay, just bring them around, I suppose. For 3. Do I want to leave a shot here? Maybe not. Can make the 10. Can play like this. So now she doesn't roll a 6. She has to move these checkers. So how bad can that be? Or she has to break her board. So and then I can volunteer as much as I want. For 3 now. Really no big danger to volunteer, even if she hits me. Don't care all that much. Yeah, I don't like it too much because it kills yet another checker. Okay, that's a shot. No, it's not a shot. I was under 10. So really looking good. Good prospects for you to see another video. Me to play another round. Really curious to see the volunteering play. If this wasn't just a fancy play syndrome, as they say in poker. Yeah. I saw these. I really didn't want to leave a double shot, so who knows? Now, talking about double shot. Okay, that's out now. Okay, single shot. How am I gonna play it? Probably just like this. Perfectly safe if missed. Okay, there's the ace. I could have hit loose to avoid the double shot, but now she has to run anyway, so that's it. Really curious dicey spots. Yeah. Okay. So I played not my best, as you can see. Yeah. And she probably made too many cube mistakes for good PR. So we will analyze that now. Maybe I also had an oversight somewhere. Yeah, a rather mediocre match, or not to say outright bad, but okay. What can you do? But yeah, it's also interesting for me personally to see what goes wrong when you're kind of tired and not fully into it. Not that I don't mean that as an excuse. However, there were some really sloppy plays that I could have find the best play with a little bit more effort, but yeah. This, for example, is, well, yeah, guess a mistake that it's not due to being tired or anything. Yeah, slotting is kind of standard probably. So, but my build-up play seemed fine too. So not too much to say about this. The next one, yeah, I didn't like bearing a checker on the deuce just yet, but probably I mean, she really wants to leave and she needs any excuse to leave, and hitting a shot, so hitting an opposing checker is probably the best excuse for her to leave the anchor, so shouldn't have offered that play. That's one of the sloppy plays because I immediately saw, I mean, she has blots. Why not just make the deuce point? I think I mentioned it briefly. I mean, I saw it immediately after I made my play, so I could have easily found this one or this one with all the control. Why play 13-7 and keep contact against her 9 point? Doesn't make much sense, but this I didn't even see. I think I would have played it. I didn't pay attention to it. I only looked to my back checkers. And here that cube I missed. Yeah, her timing's already bad, but I don't fault myself too much for this play, this missed cube. I'm really glad that I found this one with the volatility thing because I'm not a big favorite. However, on 8s and 9s, win some gammons, and these are just huge market losses. And you can see her recube was even a bit early. So you can see that even after a really bad sequence, I still have decent equity, not great equity, of course. What else? The recube, I thought she should have taken it, but you can see it's just on the cusp. Got really lucky here. Next game, let's look. I mean, there are so many of my bigger mistakes that we don't need to look at hers to get enough material. So this, yeah, I guess I could make this mistake. I mean, any time in any state, should have realized that she is happy to attack my lone checker, and then I don't want to have a weakness in my board. So at least should have played 13-6 and not produce more weakness. She shouldn't have made the... Okay, yeah. Okay, so the deuce point doesn't help her much. What's important for her is outfield control. And now you see the flaws of my play. If she plays it like this, I'm not super happy to hit her anywhere with my blots. And this move just gives her outfield control, and there are no safe places now for me to go to. So I rolled the 6-3, and she would have had a direct shot after the correct play. And the deuce point doesn't really help her much, because what she rather wants to do is attack me, and now she's running out of material, or she's out of material for now. Anyway, how does this... yeah, it ended up in a straight race, which I lost. Okay, nothing special. Yeah, this I mentioned. Once the opponent has made the 4-point, it's just too aggressive to slot. And here, just a borderline take. At least I'm glad that I found that cube. I mean, not that it's a super difficult find. Okay, I take that back. I would have been really sad for me had I not found that cube. That's a better way to phrase it. Yeah, and here the stupid play, I mean, that was just, hey, I really wanted to make a cool play and saw the dancing, and yeah. It was an overplay, mainly also because now with my 4-point board and her 3 blots, there are hardly any rolls where she can play completely safe. So I will get my chances to attack her. I just can wait. And yeah, overplay. This is, I didn't even think about. Yeah, sure. I don't want her to anchor. Here she has also quite a few returns, almost as many. And now she has the additional option to anchor, which would be really terrible for me. So just hit loose here, duplicate force, and be happy about it. Yes, could have seen this, but I produced all the problems by simply playing this stupid switch play. So that was the root of all problems. Here, the cube, that was not a difficult find, standard holding game cube. And what about my volunteering? I was thinking about volunteering with this. Okay, it would have been really bad because I doubted it later on. So at least, I mean, that was hindsight bias. The position looked pretty scary. And here she could have exploited. I mean, it could have exploited my bad board by going for max contact. You can see this is just so much better. I mean, now I'm in a world of trouble. I can rule like terrible numbers, like 5-1 with a double shot, double blots. And even if I roll a big number, not containing a 4, she gets so many shots and she has a closed board. So that was, well, I commented it already. Here another sloppy play. So I just saw anchor, make the anchor, yeah. However, why isn't that in plus plus? I don't know. According to, I made a plus plus analysis, so why isn't that in plus plus? No idea. Now it gets even worse. So here, I really want to have the inside anchor because she has material in the zone, still blitzing chances. And this was just a reflexive play because normally the 18 anchor is better. But the good thing about this is keeps more control over the board, keeps the goalkeeper. I really don't want to have a blot on the 21. I want to have it on the 24. And it starts building something like unstacking the midpoint. And since I'm way down in the race, I'm supposed to play it purely. So that I didn't even realize this play. So that's another, I would call sloppy play. In exchange, this one, I didn't see the 5 prime. Wow, I just saw I have to hit. So another one. So now becomes pretty clear. Yeah, just make the 5 prime, of course. I mean, no comment on that. I just saw, hey, you can hit. So kind of bit disappointed because even when you were like, but yeah, sometimes your brain doesn't want to work. It's just lazy, but so feels bad not to have mentioned that. I guess would have found that play. Since the rule of thumb there says that the 5 prime is almost always stronger than hitting loose in these containment situations, so I guess I would have found it, but then my cube was clear, and yeah, this was a very easy take, especially at the match score. I don't win too many gammons, just there are numbers that don't cover. I can roll, what can I roll, a 6-5 or something, so I have bad numbers, and she's trailing the match by significant margin, so it wasn't a double, but you can see good things happen for you when you cube, when you're in doubt. Next thing, so at some point in the match, I think it was this point, I noticed that I wasn't sure whether this is a cube at the score. I noticed that she's passing too much, it seemed to me, and so that made it really easy to cube. And I received a pass. So, but all in all, that all adds to the PR. So this, I wasn't 100% sure because of the racing deficit, but usually these are takes when it's a borderline decision in a pure race. So that was fine. And then I got really lucky. Okay. What else? Now a series of missed cubes. It starts here. I mentioned it. The next one. And is the split really wrong? Indeed. And it wins most games, but it loses more gammons. It's not a big mistake, but I think it's a good decision when you know that you're not going to get cubed. But whatever, this was very, very clear cube because now she's approaching my take pass borderline. Again, after this, I wasn't sure. Again, huge volatility, and she rolls the super joker, and she should have just made 2 inside points or something, I guess. Let's look. Yeah, 2 inside points. Why play defense and make that anchor? Now she really wants to play for the gammon, and then I think I mentioned that I was really happy to be able to give up 1 point, and should have continued playing on. So this, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a kind of embarrassing early game situation. Yeah, I should have just run out. I mean, I have the builders. Why did I mean, I just played. This is really shocking is a too big a word, but it's so natural to run out there. So I don't know what happened here. Probably I had in the back of my mind. Yes, I said it even. I don't want to give up the 20 points just yet, maybe because of potential gammons, but going for the run. How many gammons? Yeah, then it's even less gammonish. So this is really hard to understand, but interesting to see, to say the least. Here, another kind of oversight. I just saw, okay, I cannot run out, I cannot do anything, so I just play something. Could have made the 4 point. She's not so happy to hit. And at some point I will have to run and she will attack me probably. And then I need the protection that a strong board provides. So I should have just gone for the strong board. Another blunder. So yeah. What else? Next blunder. Here, yeah, this one I wasn't sure. So this one I really don't mind because it's just like you lose so much in the race when you get hit there. Felt like, yeah, I wouldn't have known. Even on a good day, of course, not on a bad day. And now another series of sloppy plays. Why not make the bar point? So I just wasn't thinking. I saw I couldn't escape. So then I just have to play something. By the way, all these are cubes at the score. I mentioned that. We won't go through all of them now. So this was just nonsense. Make the bar much stronger. Same number of builders. Why on earth would I like to have the 8 point? Same thing. I cannot run. What do I need the midpoint for? So I just weakened my board. I should have should have made the strong prime better for the race anyway. And I don't think that midpoint helps me in a way. So you can see all the missed cubes. I won't go through them, I said. And here, that's also a very interesting mistake. So first, I moved this, and then I asked myself, at least I did that. I asked myself, who's benefiting from contact? And then I saw, yeah, it's me, so keep contact. So just keep the checker there. And there, my thought process stopped. So then I just kept the checker there, right? Bring 2 checkers down. But I should have continued. So now that we have established that contact benefits me, why not maximize it? Aces are duplicated. And now this produces so many more numbers that leave a direct shot. I mean, you can just see it. 6-5, 6-2, 6-2 not, but yeah, 6-5, 6-4. So, and plenty of other numbers. That was another sloppy play. So here, yeah, this looked nice. I mean, I have a mental note that in the opening, you basically never slot the 4 point with the deuce. So I should have just avoided that, this or this. Should just followed, but I didn't have access to that mental note at the time. So it just looked nice, duplication and cool. Another mistake. Well, what else? Yeah, here I was thinking, does it help me to make the bar point? Yes. It still helps me if she enters, because she easily might crunch. So I thought it doesn't help me too much because I have to play sixes and fives anyway, so I have to move the whole roll. But you can see, for example, 6-5, I only have to move the 6. And then once I get the checker from the 10-point inside, then I killed my 6s and 5s, and that makes me really much slower. So, but I didn't really realize that. So after all these misplays, finally something that I did well, which is, and I did very well because not volunteering, no, I didn't do it very well. I thought that's really bad. Okay, on plus plus it's better, but at least something I can take away and be proud of. I volunteered against this 5-point board and it was correct. So something positive to take away at least from this match. So then Crawford, okay, Crawford. So yeah, I should have noticed again, this leaves me stripped all over. Like she hates it in these holding games to be totally stripped. So still not a super easy find, but you leave a double shot. But is she really happy to hit with 6s? And yeah, if she hits with an ace, so what? I'm still ahead in the race. So, but this is much more flexible, but I don't blame myself too much for this play. And yeah, what else? So then, at least I didn't produce any more blunders. So really pretty bad performance. I don't know what to think of. I also don't want. I mean, it's also not the end of the world. It's a 4-point something. So first of all, don't dramatize. And second, I think there are very interesting takeaways. All these sloppy plays, the oversides, and so yeah, I guess I have to, after like kind of stressy day, I should not just play the match and really try to regroup and fully focus if I want to perform at my best level. But at least I won, so I hope I can make it up next time with a better match. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.